Hey, gang. I've been painting here all day. I won't repeat everything I said in the first two broadcasts. Experimenting with the Cape Hatteras School. Oh, we'll call it the Ocracoke School. No, I'm drawing a blank. Cape Cod. Experimenting with the Cape Cod School of Underpainting, basically. Let me turn you around. First of all, there's the subject matter of the painting. And as you can see by the title there, I'm all the way down to the last hour and a half of painting. The last layer, the final edit. And I've already started, as you can see. You know what? That's going to get wasted because that swoosh, I need to do the sky. Hello. I need to do the sky before I do that swoosh. That's too bad I wasted it. Cape Cod School, I will not define that. I've defined it several times this week already. Go back to my recent episodes if you want to know what the Cape Cod approach to painting is. So in this case, I decided to start my final edit layer with the lightest, brightest, whitest, the lightest thing in the painting, which is this corner of the building. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to continue doing all the light. I can depart from that if I want to, and I sort of think I do. I think before I go much farther anyway, I want to get the sky color corrected. Let me do these 4 posts. And then move on. Yeah, I do. That's good enough. I think I might be able to just use the same. Nah, this one brush is too small, I believe. Let me switch to a larger brush. So let's move on to the sky. Which I discovered earlier is just about a perfect combination of phthalo blue and ultramarine. I've already got the sky fuzzed in. Now that is not a Cape Cod technique, so I'm not sure. This whole thing is just an experiment. This may be the last Cape Cod painting I ever do in my life, or maybe it'll be a turning point, maybe a slight turning point in my painting career. I mean, a big turning point would be extraordinary. Maybe I'll just, begin to incorporate little aspects of the Cape Cod way of thinking. I don't know. But it's been fun. This is the 3rd painting I've done this week. One of them is not finished. I certainly hope to finish that later this afternoon. I have my work cut out for me. And this is in common with the kind of the technique of painting I already do. It's all about the interplay, not all about. As I said yesterday to somebody, anytime an artist says it's all about something, either you're talking to either he's exaggerating, she is exaggerating, or they're a very ignorant painter. It's never all about, no. Anyway, so forgive me. No, but a big part of the charm of my, I think, my normal painting technique is the interplay between the uh, underpainting and what you allow to show through, in the, what I call the overpainting. Overpainting. Most artists don't use that terminology. I don't know why. We all talk about underpainting. I've decided to go ahead and just say overpainting. So how much of the underpainting do we allow to show through? That's huge, and that is also huge in the Cape Cod's mindset, the Cape Cod School of Painting, and their mindset. Big issues. The interplay. How much of the underpainting? How do you allow it to show through, and how much of it do you allow to show through? Two separate questions. And that's not new to me. My technique is exactly the same thing. So I'm comfortable with that. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it right every time, but it does mean that I'm used to dealing with that. Right now I'm doing sky blue with the yellow, pink, and orange poking through. How much do I allow? How much do I poke? How much of it do I? That is, and there's no, you just have to, it's so intuitive. I don't know that anybody could ever give a definition of that, a definitive answer to that. How much do you yet show through? The right amount. And I'm the kind of person, I like trying to come up with analyzed, analytical, technical answers to things. But I don't know. About 15%, if you want a number. But it may be more like 8%, might be half of that. Okay, somewhere between 8 and 15%. There we go. That's my answer. I'm sticking with it. A little bit of a challenge right here. I'm staring at this corner, upper corner of my painting, and I've got bright sunshine, blue sky right behind my canvas. Kind of blinding, but I'll be done in a minute, and every little thing will be all right. We were singing that song the other night. Yes, 5 men singing. Well, no, not all five were singing. The reason was because 4 of the 5 of us are musicians, and we all brought, well, most of us brought something. So we were playing, we were jamming. The thought of 5 men sitting around singing. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Unless they're playing guitars, then that, okay, whew. Or guitars and or something. You know, so there's a sailboat behind this corner of the house. Can you tell? All you can see is mast and a few lines. One thing's for sure, I do not want these blue brush strokes, the sky brush strokes, to be seamless and smooth. Not at all. Not at all. They are very much supposed to be have an energy to them. And again, that's what's hard to define. How much energy? 7.5%. Hello, thank you. Cleaning brushes, cleaning brushes, cleaning, cleaning, cleaning brushes. Whew. Okay. Now, let's move to some white. Whoops, some white. Off-white, warm white paint for clouds. Here we go. I can paint clouds all right. That's not the challenge here. I can paint believable, realistic clouds. That is not the assignment. The assignment is to paint interesting brushstrokes that almost accidentally, I mean, it almost should look like an accident, that they, oh, look, clouds. I want them to look more like brushstrokes than clouds. That's not Cape Cod, that's Dan Nelson. Does that make sense? If you're a painter, if you're what I call, if you're trying to enter into the world of real painting, you're stepping a little bit beyond painting the picture. And that should make sense to you. You're not painting clouds, you're making brush strokes. And accidentally, on purpose, accidentally look like clouds. But you don't start sticking out your tongue in painting clouds. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that speech. I'm not going to chase that down any further than that right there. So in Cape Cod, there's pink underneath the blue and orange and yellow underneath. Am I right in your way? I'm afraid I am, friends, but there's not really much I can do. I know I'm in your way. Forgive me. Nice shot of the back of my shirt, eh? But I've got to get this painted and I really can't reach it without being in your way. So sorry about that. I'll be done in just a minute. Give me a minute and I'll be done. Okay. Okay, a little bit more clouds up here on this side of the building. Well, I'm not sure that these are very good Cape Cod clouds, honestly. But they're gonna do. They're gonna do today, I tell you that. Okay, what next? I'm gonna pick the next largest area of color on the painting, which is all the blue. It's a white building, white dock house, I would call it, painted white, and part of it is in the sun. That's warm white. The rest is going to be, of course, in the shade. And that means pale blue. And exactly what color blue, in fact, it's changed considerably since I've been out here, of course. It's a different color blue now than it was when I first arrived. I'm going to start way over here on the edge and then just start moving my way. It's going to have many colors and it's not all going to be the same color. No surprise there. You never paint a large plane, P-L-A-N-E. You never paint any plane all the same color. Let me see if that's the right value, however. No, that's way too light. Whew. I can leave that little bit there. I'll modify it later, but let me just mix up a different color right now. Still pretty, yeah, still pretty light. Whew. It's hard to see, hard to say, because all this stuff behind it's going to change. No, I think I'm still too light and too bright. So I'm going to add some. Did you catch that? Okay, and I'm painting as the Cape Cod School dictates. I'm painting this pale blue on top of purple. Hey, man. Phew. Let's take